Is Tamil Nadu under the cross? A socio-political response to Professor RVaidyanathan sir. In this episode, I wish to ponder caste, religion, politics and question of Christian influence. Professor RVaidyanathan sir has raised a provocating question. Is Tamil Nadu coming under the cross? He points to the presence of Christians in politics, government, the assembly, advisory positions and public institutions and suggests that Tamil Nadu is experiencing an extraordinary expansion of Christian influence. This deserves a serious response according to my perspective. But before deciding whether Tamil Nadu is under the cross, we need to understand something much more fundamental. What is Tamil Nadu's social political realities? What role do caste, religion, community, identity, political representation and constitutional rights play in Tamil Nadu? And most importantly, is the presence of Christians in public life evidence of Christian domination or simply evidence that Christians are citizens participating in democracy? The first point that I wanted to ponder before you, Tamil Nadu has never been politically neutral about caste. You all know that. Especially Vaidyan sir knows it. To understand contemporary Tamil Nadu, we cannot begin with Christianity. We have to begin with caste. Tamil Nadu's political history has been profoundly shaped by caste, social hierarchy, non-Brahmin movements, the self-respect movement, dravidian politics, reservation, backward class, mobilizing and the struggle for social representation. The Justice Party, the self-respect movement associated with Periyar, and later the Dravidian parties transformed the political language of Tamil Nadu. The central question was not simply which religion should rule. It was who has social power, who has political representation, who has access to education, who controls institutions, who has historically been excluded. That history matters. Because we are going to examine Christian political participation, we must examine it within this much larger history of social representation and caste politics. Secondly, Tamil Nadu's politics cannot be reduced to Christianity. Tamil Nadu's political landscape has historically been influenced by multiple social and caste communities. Vanniyars, Tevara communities, Gaunders, Nadars, Dalit communities, various backward classes, most backward classes, Brahmins, religious minorities and many other social groups. Political parties have historically built electoral coalitions among these communities. Therefore, when a Christian becomes a minister or an assembly speaker, why should that automatically be interpreted as Christian political capture? If representation by caste and community is a normal part of Tamil Nadu's political history, then Christian representation must also be understood within the same democratic framework. The appropriate question is this person exercising constitutional authority fairly? Not which religion does this person belongs to? Third question that I wanted to bring out, the historical question, who was excluded? Who was really excluded from these matters? There is another uncomfortable historical question. For centuries, caste determined access to education, land, employment, temples, public roads, social status, and political power. Tamil Nadu's modern social reformation cannot be understood without acknowledging these realities. The constitutional vision of India attempted to break this inherited hierarchy. The Constitution guarantees equality before law, non-discrimination, freedom of religion, and equal citizenship. Therefore, when members of historically marginalized communities enter education, government, politics, and public institutions, we should not automatically describe their advancement as a religious conspiracy. Sometimes it is simply the result of democratization. The fourth point that I wanted to ponder, religion and politics apply the same standard to everyone. Now let us come to religion. Tamil Nadu has a long history of religious and cultural interaction. you are perceiving it before I conceived it, sir. Hindu traditions are deeply rooted in Tamil civilization. Islam has had a long-standing presence in Tamil Nadu. Christian communities also have an ancient history in South India alongside later missionary developments. And modern Tamil Nadu also contains people who are secular, rationalist, atheist and non-religious. This is Tamil Nadu. It is plural. Therefore, when a Christian politician expresses his faith, that should be evaluated by the same standard we apply to everyone else. If a Hindu politician quotes the Bhagavad Gita, we do not automatically say Hinduism has captured Tamil Nadu. If a Muslim politician quotes the Quran, we should not automatically say Islam has captured Tamil Nadu. Then why should a Christian quoting Bible automatically become evidence that Christianity has captured the state? The standard must be equal. The fifth point that I wanted to bring before you, that a Christian in public office is first a citizen. This is a fundamental constitutional principle. A Christian citizen does not become less Indian because he is a Christian. A Muslim citizen does not become less Indian because he is a Muslim. A high caste Hindu or a lower caste Hindu citizen does not become more Indian because he is a Hindu. The Constitution recognizes citizens, not religious hierarchies. Therefore, a Christian minister must be judged by his administration. A Christian bureaucrat must be judged by his competence. A Christian speaker must be judged by the fairness of assemblies. A Christian political leader must be judged by his policies, not by the cross around his neck. Sir, if he discriminates against another religion, challenge him, sir. If he violates the constitution, sir, challenge him. If he commits corruption, investigate him, sir. But if the only evidence is he is a Christian, that is not evidence of political capture, sir. The sixth point that I wanted to make it up, what about Christian institutions and social influence? Yes, Christian institutions have influence in Tamil Nadu. That is true. Christian educational institutions have existed for generations. Christian hospitals and social service organizations have served millions. Christian organizations have been active in education, healthcare, orphan care, disaster relief, and social service. This influence can and should be examined. There must be transparency. There must be accountability. Foreign funding must comply with Indian law. Institutions must obey the Constitution. Any violation must be investigated. But there is a difference between social influence and political capture, sir, that you have to compromise. A hospital treating patient is not political capture, sir. You have to comprehend it. A school educating children is not political capture, sir. A church and conducting worship is not political capture, sir. A charitable organization helping poor families is not political capture, sir. If there is political interference or illegality, show the evidence, sir. But institutional presence alone does not prove a conspiracy, Vaidyanathan, sir. The seventh point that I wanted to make it up, the question of caste and Christianity. There is also a deeper social question that cannot be ignored, sir. Christianity entered into a society already structured by caste. And therefore, even within Christian communities, caste identities did not disappear overnight. This is an uncomfortable truth. Christianity proclaims equality before God, but Christian communities are still composed of human beings living within Indian society. Therefore, Christians themselves must continually challenge caste discriminations within their own communities. The Christian theological foundation is clear. God shows no partiality. It is in the Bible, sir. Romans chapter 2 verse 11. And there is neither Jew nor Greek. You are all one in Christ Jesus. That is what we read in Galatians chapter 3 verse 28. So if caste discrimination exists among Christians, Christians must confront it, not to defend it. But the existence of caste among Indian Christians cannot be used to construct a theory that Christianity has politically captured Tamil Nadu. The 8th point, a small theological point. What does the cross actually mean? Professor Vaidyanathan sir, you asked, is Tamil Nadu under the cross? Then let us ask, what does the cross mean? The cross is not a political flag, sir. You have to comprehend it. It is not a symbol of ethnic supremacy, sir. You have to digest it, sir. It is not a declaration that Christians should rule over others. Jesus said, my kingdom is not of this world. John chapter 18, verse 36. And he taught his disciples, whoever wants to become a great among you must be your servant. Matthew 20, 26. So the Christian understanding of the cross is fundamentally about sacrifice, service, love, forgiveness, and human dignity. These are the 5 factors, sir, you should digest. Therefore, if someone asks whether Tamil Nadu is under the cross, our answer should not be political fear. Our answer should be the cross calls Christians to serve Tamil Nadu, not to dominate Tamil Nadu. 9th point that I wanted to ponder before you. The real threat is not religious identity, it is injustice. This is where I believe the discussion should move. India does not need a politics of religious fear. Tamil Nadu does not need Christians to fear high caste Hindu or lower caste Hindus. The lower caste or high caste Hindus to fear Christians. Muslims to fear Hindus, or any community to fear another community. What we should fear is injustice. Sir, listen. Injustice, corruption, caste oppression, religious hatred, political violence, poverty, discrimination, abuse of constitutional power. These are the real threats to society, Vaidyanathan sir. And Christians should stand against them regardless of who commits them. The 10th point that I wanted to explore, Professor Vaidyanathan sir, let us ask the right question. So, Professor Vaidyanathan sir, is Tamil Nadu under the cross? What do you feel now? Our answer is no. We would say no. Tamil Nadu is not under the cross, nor is it under the control of any single religious community. Tamil Nadu is a plural society governed under the Constitution of India. So let us not ask how many Christians are in the government. Let us ask, is the government constitutional? Let us not ask, did a minister quote the Bible? Let us ask, is his policy just? Let us not ask, is a politician a Christian? Let us ask, is he honest, competent, and accountable? And let us not turn religion into a weapon of fear, because the Christian message is beautifully simple. Love your neighbor as yourself. St. Mark chapter 12, verse 31. The cross does not call Christians to conquer Tamil Nadu. It calls Christians to serve Tamil Nadu. Not domination but service. Not hatred but love. Not caste supremacy but human dignity. Not religious fear but constitutional freedom. And that is why the real question is not, is Tamil Nadu under the cross? The real question is, can Tamil Nadu become a society where every person, whatever his caste, religion, language, or community, is treated with equal dignity? That is a Tamil Nadu we should all work for, sir. I hope Professor Vaidyanathan sir would understand what I have said. And if you have any doubt, please check my next video in which what you have said that I will be clarifying about the crypto Christians. Thank you very much.